Hey, what's happening? It's your dude, the merciless Resale Black. Welcome back to Hollywood. I'm not exactly in the booth right now. Right now, I'm out here in Hollywood because I'm actually going to be doing a in-studio set production special for the CO2 Raw Clusive with some friends of mine and everything, and also a special guest who also has their own platform. So I'm looking forward to you guys actually watching that once it gets cooked and ready to go. Do men or supporters of the manosphere or the black manosphere, do they have a disdain for the married men? Now, it's interesting because as far as what I've seen, I don't see too many married family men have their own platforms that speak on, the arena of dating and relationships or even marriage, right? It's only a few, shout out to ARC, shout out to Ron Wills because he said he'd been there, but he said that's another story. Mr. Lucario, myself, and of course Kevin Samuels, he was married twice, divorced twice. So, but now we actually have a lot of supporters of manosphere content that they have all these disagreements with married men when they speak on dating. Like, I'm married myself, right? So when I speak on, hey, fellas, this is what you got to do. First things first, work on you. Get yourself in shape so you can be confident, get your mind right. Read a few more books so you could be well, in tune with conversation. Work on your articulacy, work on your wardrobe. And then on top of all that, now you could work on your gift of gab. Now you could pretty much go out there and have conversations with women because now you're ready, because now your confidence is built up, right? But the pushback when it comes to a lot of us married men is you guys have no idea what the dating market is like now. So apparently everything has changed. And one of the number one things that a lot of fellas continue to bring up is that women have this advantage because of social media. Social media is allowing these women to have access to all men now, which is very, very interesting. Now, from what I've seen, and I'm not exactly in the nosebleeds either, some of us are still sitting half court watching this game. From what we have seen, people keep on forgetting that, for one, I want to say this, people keep on forgetting that we actually still talk to women. Yes, we do. We still talk to the single women. And I just want to go ahead and give you guys something. Social media really ain't shit. It's not. I'm going to tell you, do you guys hear a bunch of women bragging about all these dope dudes in their DMs? Do you think these ladies are actually happy about what's in their DMs right now? Do you see them running around bragging about like, ooh, look at this hot one, look at this hot one, I'm about to go on a date with them? Do you think they are excited about these 50 unread DMs that are in their inbox? Do you? And when they do get to the DMs, I'm gonna tell you, for the ladies that actually started looking into their DMs, they're not exactly thrilled about what they see. Sometimes they just see like a, hey, hi, beautiful, hey, queen. They just see a bunch of introductions. That's it. They don't see really anything that's blowing their minds. They don't. And if they're living on the West Coast and this dude is DMing them from the East Coast or from the South, the interest is already freaking dead. And let's just say they do, find somebody local. How do you know that that guy is actually going to keep their attention? How do you know that this hot guy is actually going to be somebody that she's going to be interested in physically, sexually, or maybe long term? Because one thing you guys forget about is a lot of these women have a tendency to go to the profile. Is the profile private? Is the profile public? And if it is public, what's in that gallery? Is he stunting a lot? Does he always have on drip? Is he always sitting on a luxury car while taking a pic of it? Is he always taking crazy selfies? Is he always taking pictures of food? What is interesting about his IG to where she actually wants to like get to know this guy or even get this man to give up her time of day to meet this man? What is it? See, the thing is, a lot of you fellas out there really haven't even thought about all this through. Women still, believe it or not, are looking on their Instagrams or whatever while they're still out. Some of them are not even tripping off of IG anymore. They're not. It's almost as if like IG is like this free dating app and you're getting what you paid for. So when they see what's coming at them, it's like, damn. See, if anybody has done online dating, they said, especially the online dating that you actually have, where the men are charged. Of course, the men on those dating sites are going to put their best foot forward. They're going to make sure they have at least, 5 popping pics. They're going to make sure that their bio is popping, their what about me. They're going to make sure all of that is just magnificent. And the ladies are too. When you're paying like, I don't know, $8 a month or however how much dating apps cost monthly, they're going to make sure that their shit is glossy, that it is popping. Like there is no way in hell a woman is gonna reject me when I send them a cool little wink or a little message to the inbox. But since IG is pretty much free and everybody gets to holler at whatever, it's like, yeah, you gonna get some buckets come at you. I ain't gonna lie, yeah, a few came in my DMs and I'm just like, oh Lord. I'm saying a lot of you guys actually have the advantage. It is so refreshing. It is so refreshing when the ladies have somebody like yourselves popping at them in person, confident, feeling good, looking good, smelling good. Don't worry about that looks shit because yeah, I know the whole looks, money, status shit is still out there. But keep in mind, we're talking about appearance. You can't do nothing about your jawline and your height. You can't do nothing about none of that shit. But what you can do is make sure that you look healthy, that you look like you can stick up for yourself. Make sure that you're speaking well, your breath is smelling good, you got a fresh cut or a fresh shave. You freshly fitted, you looking nice, you ain't gotta be in a drip, but you could just look nice in your clothes, they fit you right, and just make sure that your introduction is popping. Hey, how you doing? I don't mean to disturb you, but my name is Reese, and you are? Simple as that. Ask them for a cup of coffee to talk for a minute, whatever. You ain't even gotta grab coffee, but just have a quick conversation. If you wanna make it quick, just let them know, hey, it looks like you're busy, but let's exchange numbers. Maybe we could talk later on and hopefully meet up in the near future. Simple as that. If she says yeah, you're in. If she says no, on to the next one. You guys do not have to worry about the whole social media thing. I'm telling you, a lot of y'all actually need to like listen to some of the little female YouTubers out there or sometimes on TikTok. These girls are disappointed with who comes in their DMs. They rarely get somebody with game going into the DM. And when they do get somebody with game going in the DM, he's entertaining a few other chicks too. He's playing the numbers game. This is just one date for him. He knows the game, and a lot of you guys got to accept that. You guys can't continue to put all your eggs in one basket. And as far as the married men doing their best to give, somewhat constructive advice to the single men out there, what do you think we had to do to get married? We had to date. Stop thinking that every married man that has a platform when he's speaking on subjects like this, stop thinking that he's been married to his high school sweetheart, to his college sweetheart. Not everybody on here has been married 10 years plus, okay? Some of us has been married less than 10 years, which means we were dating in the realm of social media. Some of us remember when Black Planet was our first social media platform, and there weren't even no smartphones out yet, I don't think. And then after that, there was Friendster. Then after that, there was MySpace. Then Facebook came along. And then the gram came out and just crashed everything along with Snapchat and all of that mess. But a lot of us fellas who like to just speak to women in person, we really wasn't on the phone constantly swiping and DMing people. We weren't. We loved talking to the ladies. We loved engaging, sharing the eye contact, looking at her smile, smelling her beautiful perfume, looking at her body language, checking for the choosing signals. This is what we enjoy doing. These are the men that you actually really need to talk to. How did he get to where he's at? He must have went through a few ladies in order to finally settle down. So when some of these men out there are pretty much telling you what y'all need to do to get here, to get that, you kind of need to listen and stop judging by what a man's wife looks like. Look, every woman that gets wifed up by a man, that man found something about her that was suitable for him personally. Who cares? She may not be a baddie for you, but she is suitable for him in whatever personal way that he likes. Stop disrespecting the married men. All right? If the men have, okay, I understand if they have been married to the same person for like, umpty years, I get it. But for the men that have only been married for like less than 10 years, they have something to talk about. They have a gem to drop. Give them a freaking break. Stop the disdain. It's time for y'all to listen, especially if your ass is single. You still ain't grabbing. You still ain't grabbing, and you're blaming social media. You're talking about all these chicks is for the streets and shit. You don't have anything. The married man does. He has basically been through the trenches. We have been through the trenches of dating. We've been rejected hella times. Got to the point where we enjoy getting rejected. Some of us tried to get rejected just on purpose. We just kind of test the shit out just to see what we would get away with saying. That's how fun it was for us. You guys take yourself so damn seriously that you're not even having fun dating anymore. You guys have every excuse in the book instead of looking at yourself. That's why a lot of you guys don't have profile pics of yourselves when you're complaining or whatever. It's just a bunch of avatars and shit. It's like, are you ashamed of how you look? And if you are, what do you need to improve? What do you think will make you feel better? And the ladies will tell you, a lot of y'all in the friend zone, what would your homegirls say about you, what you need to change? Listen to them. There's nothing wrong with listening to them. We just spoke about that recently on Good Ball Boulevard, that, hey, sometimes you should go ahead and consider the constructive criticism from these ladies. Yes, it's personal. She's telling you what she likes, but guess what? It may still go ahead and get you in the door. But anyways, I just wanted to go ahead and throw that vid out there. And in the meantime, y'all know how I do. I'm out this piece. Good evening, Mr. Black.